Okay, so what we have here is a DV9000 with an apparent video issue. What we're going to do is turn it on, see what happens. We see that we have no indicators here and the lights stay on. We don't even hear any fans or see anything on the display. So as is standard with this type deal, see, we had it turned off, turn back on. We're going to say that this is a reflow, so what we're going to do is turn it off right now and take it apart and then go from there and see what we find. Alright, so what we have right now is we've taken this motherboard completely out, and we have noticed that the fan here is a little congested and that the heat pipe here is congested. So even though this is an all copper heatsink here, the dust buildup here is going to have to be cleaned out. So what we're going to do is take these pads off, take that thermal compound out and everything, and then take this right here, and we're going to clean it and solve it. So now I have a lot of people who ask me, what do you clean your stuff in? I've actually got 2 or 3 emails on that. We don't blow them out with air duster. We actually do a submersion. So we take ours and we either put them in rubbing alcohol, because rubbing alcohol will actually dry, and then you can blow it out because it dries everything out, or we'll put it in acetone and clean it that way, which is, it actually conditions everything inside of it. That's what they use to condition the solder joints on a motherboard. So we do the same thing, acetone or rubbing alcohol, whichever one, but just as long as it doesn't have a water content to it, period. So what we'll do is take and reflow these also, and standard with everything, we take these off of here and then go from there and see if it's working. Alright, so we're about to reflow this board. We're going to let it heat up, do what it's supposed to do, and we're going to do this chip and then this one, and of course the associated VRAM chips, and then of course get this low level coprocessor here. So what we're going to do is reflow these here in a second, same as we always do every one of them, and then test it out and see what happens. Alright, so we have everything reflowed, put back together. Heatsink, of course, is cleaned up. We put it through the parts washer and washed it. So what we're going to do is turn this on and check and see if we have working system. So hopefully we'll get video on the screen, which we have initialization there. We're going to go into the BIOS here, and it appears that we have a working system starting at 20 right there. So what we're going to do is let this run for 2 hours, do the burn in, and then what we're going to do is take and put everything back together. Now of course the users left their hard drive there, so we'll see if we can get into the system to run our burn-in program. So we'll let it do its thing here, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we've ran this computer for nearly 2 hours now, so we're going to say that it's complete. What we're going to do is turn it off and put it back together, and then see if we can continue the burn-in process and see what we can get out of it and go from there. Okay, so we have our laptop up and running, and we've changed a few things to hopefully make the wireless card work. Our user was also getting an error with a 104 unsupported network card error. So what we're going to do is start it up, and hopefully that issue isn't present. So we'll see what happens. And it appears that it is gone. So what we're going to do is let this boot up, and then we're going to check it and go from there. So now we have our system up and running. It appears everything is booted up perfectly fine in Windows, and everything's good. It appears that the wireless card is actually recognized and working, hence the reason why it's blue. So we know that it's a good wireless card. We know that it's got hard drive activity. Hard drives are good in it. Everything started up fine. So we're going to say that this system's done. User has a password on it, so we can't get into that, but it went through the burn-in. The fix for the wireless card made it work, so everything's good to go. We'll just call this machine complete.